Okay, where, where am I gonna start? I started collecting a bunch of cars back in 2015, iconic movie cars. I started out with Back to the Future, and anyway, this was one that I wanted to get for a long, long time. Hot Wheels had Hot Wheels Elite had advertised it, um, but for some reason it was not released. Um, oops. Yeah, it wasn't released, so I'll pull it. I'll just put it there. And and I found out just a few days ago that apparently it was only released in China. Because as far as I know, the Hot Wheels Elite rental cars were canceled in North America. This, along with I think was Kit, the Back to the Future Ultimate Edition 30th Anniversary, and all these, as far as I know, were all released only in China and its surrounding areas there. And the only way to get hold of these was through eBay. And I got a pretty good deal on this one. It's 95 US, so it's pretty good. Um, and for those who've watched Goldfinger, this Aston Martin DB5 was a character unto itself in the movie. I was watching it as a kid. It captured my imagination, especially some of the gadgets that this car was loaded up with. One of which you see in the start of the movie. The bulletproof, or the shield. Where Bond's escaping, he puts up the shield. Like so. There you go. Well, people are shooting at him. And I believe this one here, I'm not know, I'm just maybe this one is forward. This part here is shot out of some water through the bad guy that was shooting him. But you just heard the soundtrack, Goldfinger, Shirley Bassey, great singer. Anyway, yeah, so like I said, this car was like a character unto itself in the movie. Goldfinger itself is one of my favorite Bond movies. So it's an awesome car. So this one can just be put down like so. The hood does open. Among other things. And because Bond, and for those who watch Bond movies, because Bond travels around Europe, his license plates do change. You can see it here. Let me see if I could just, it's kind of stiff. Here you go, that's one of them. I think I can probably do it better from the front. Let's try the front instead. I think that moves much easier. Here we go. There you go, that's better. There you go, that's one of them. Okay, so there you go. Other things. Yes, the lights here, they do fold down, as in the movie, to reveal machine guns. I'll have to tip the car forward, because that's the only way it'll fall out there. So, and you can see that there are machine guns. These again were also featured in the movie. Okay. And I'm not too sure, honestly it's been quite some time since I've seen the movie, but the bumpers do extend. I don't know whether he had actually used these in the movies, but these there's also one at the back here that does extend as well. There you go. Okay. So I love this style. It's a classic style of the Aston Martin. They really kept the iconic design aesthetic of this car to today's DB5 version. It's beautiful. What's if I show? Yeah, obviously the doors are two open on each side. So better be careful here. Alright. And the wheels to turn, if you were to turn the steering wheel, I don't know if you can see it on video, the wheels, yeah, you can see that there. Yeah. You can see it turn there. Okay, and one of the highlights of the major highlights of this, one of the gadgets of this car was obviously the hood. There's a scene there with Q explaining to Bond how there's a button on the stick shift that would, when pressed, would pop this part out. Top of the, just take it out. Let's look in here. Just bear with me. Oh boy. Let's put it on the bottom. Here we go. There still. Okay, so that would pop out. And the guy sitting next to the guy to Bond, or whoever the driver is, would be ejected. So this is pretty much an ejection seat, and there is a button here that simulates that that feature. There. So ejects the driver. Down. Push it. It's nice. Very nice feature. And what else is there? Oh yes, the engine. The hood does pop open. I'll just use my fingernails. Here we go. It's gonna be that close. Okay. And also there's a photo etched of, I don't know if you could catch it there, Superleggera. It's very, very small. I don't know if the camera will catch it, but it's a Superleggera that's found also in the Aston DB5. And obviously you have the design, the Aston Martin badge. Photo etched as well, as far as I know. quarter inch grill. Again, these do change. Sorry guys. I'm just going to show the undercarriage. Spare tire. Oh, and one more thing that this car does, I've forgotten. Again, in the movie, it's featured where there's actually a tire shredder. These things actually do scene where Bond or the bad guy's riding beside him, and he extends his these here. It's actually reminiscent of Ben-Hur. If you guys have watched that movie, where the chariot has one of these things here. You ride along the side and it'll shred the car, and that's exactly what happened in the movie. Bond uses it on the car. So as he's driving, or as he's escaping from the bad guys. And also this one has another feature. It's not just the water, but I think it's also oil slick. That was also shown in the movie as well. So yeah. So that is the Aston DB5. It's been what, 4 years in the waiting for this. I never thought I'd actually get this because it was cancelled, and just a few days ago I was just actually looking through eBay, and there it was. I had to make sure, of course, that it was legit. And I also found another car that I thought was cancelled. I mentioned it earlier in the video. Back to the Future Ultimate Edition 30th anniversary. That's for another video. I'm hoping to get that, and if I do, I'm going to shoot a video of that very thing. But that's for another video. But yeah, so here you go, guys. This is the Aston Martin DB5, James Bond, Goldfinger. I think 1963, 64 this movie was. I don't remember. But yeah, one of my all-time favorites of the Bond movies. And the car also, the car itself, iconic. Beautiful styling. I'm just gonna take the camera and just give a closer shot of this car. Just give me a moment here. Oh, I forgot. The antenna also does raise. There you go. See if we can get a shot of the dash. It's gonna focus somewhat. There you go. Too much. Sorry. So that is pretty much it. Yeah. Thanks for watching.